Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm on my microphone's muted. If you were there. Cool. Welcome to episode number 3. Yo. Alan, good to have you back. A little late today. I know I said noon, but we are working on getting set up here. Just going to be, I think we're pretty close to get moving fast though today. So I'm gonna set up that camera angle, and then let's see what is stream back. By the way, I think I can't reliably stream 4K with having no latency, so that's gonna be just kind of is what it is. But all right, we are, where are we at? We're gonna set up this third camera here. That is not it. Let's see. Get rid of all these little. Give me a few minutes to get going here. Just. Oh, you know what? I need to post this on the Discord. Yes. Awesome. All right, and then we want to bring in the secondary camera. See. All right. This thing was like connecting automatically all day, and now it's not wanting to connect. Let's see here. How do you do this? All right. I think I have. I'm gonna post this to the Discord. All right, posted the Discord, and all right, so it's gonna have Bluetooth on, Wi-Fi on. I got it all on. So Okay, let's try to maybe... Yeah, my continuity camera is not showing up. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if it's not showing up at all in my Mac. Let's see here. Yeah. It's not showing up in my Mac, not just OBS. All right, I'm gonna restart my phone, see what that does. Let's turn off my Wi-Fi on and off. Let's also turn on my Bluetooth on and off. Just trying to get the continuity camera going for for that kind of close-up shot. Okay. So Alan, are you into soldering for a hobby, or is this something you do more professionally? Kind of curious. And by the way, this stem player, I forgot to mention this yesterday. This stem player we are working through, it is, what's up, Luke? It is a music device. It's a, if you Google sp-1 looper, you can kind of see the history of it. And I've developed a custom firmware for it that I'm gonna drop in the chat. And that does like MIDI keyboard control, but we're trying to do a lot more here, right? Okay, so and right now I'm just trying to set up continuity camera, Luke. Is kind of the deal. And then let's see, settings, general, airplay, and continuity. Cool. I'm hoping I don't have to restart my computer for continuity camera to work, because oh wow, Bosch ECUs. That's cool. Cool. So like all night, my continuity camera was trying to connect without my permission, and now it's not one to go. There we go. We got it. Cool. All right. I think we're going to be ready to roll. It makes my desk look so messy. Cool. All right. So That's awesome. Cool. Drop a link in the chat if you have like a website or a portfolio. Luke, be cool if you shouted your work out. Luke is a product engineer, a friend of mine. Ooh. Oh Lord. I hit the camera button, so now we're doing weird stuff here. Let's see if I can force it back. Come on. There we go. Cool. I think that's like the near focus on that thing. And I think we can kind of crop it in, although this is what you call like digital zoom, you know, it's like enhance. So we'll zoom in, but it seems like it's struggling to want to focus in on that exact spot. Okay. So I know I need to clean my desk here. I did make y'all an intro though. Here's my intro. How y'all like that? Welcome to Benjamin on the bench. Something like that. Cool. So we're gonna get into this. So we're setting, I think we're ready to go without a lot of ado today. I'm just heating up my iron. I've got this new solder. This is not Tim approved, but it is smaller. And so, oh, what's up? Crafted Toast. I think Crafted Toast, you made my 3D case, right? Say yes if so, because I'll give it a shout out on the channel. And thanks so much for sending the new cases. But yeah, this is the solder. I also bought in case we ran into trouble, I bought a hot air rework station, which was rated decently on Amazon. Don't hate for the Amazon purchases. It was just overnight. But yeah, I'm gonna try to solder this. We're gonna try to avoid the paste, although I did get the paste. This was the paste that I got, and I was asking AI, for better or worse, about whether we should use the paste, and it was saying like it was kind of siding with Tim without even me telling Tim's opinion, which was saying like it is a like 40-degree less heating point, and you know, for this kind of connector, it was like basically yeah don't take the cheap way out. It's kind of what it was saying. But if we need to, we have this on backup. Yeah, maybe I like Benji's bench better, actually, because I've always liked Benji, so, or Benjamin's bench. I don't really like Ben, so I don't know why I said Ben. Benjamin's bench. I'll have to play with that. Oh, sweet. Toast operator, that is you. Okay, so just want to shout out Toast operator. These awesome cases for your sp-1. Aaron's the lucky winner in the chat. Aaron is my son-in-law. Shout out to Aaron. What a great guy. I'm going to send you one of these with your sp-1. Super cool cases. Bench. I like it. Okay. By the way, I could not get rid of the delay, but I see the chat really fast, so I can chat in the chat if I need to really fast. And the reason for the delay is because I'm streaming HVC and on their HLS protocol, and apparently it's like needs it for buffering. So Oh yeah, Benjamin's an engineer's name. Tell me more. Uh, Lucky winner number son-in-law. Exactly. Okay, cool, y'all. So let's get into it. And I think we're gonna try to do the solder. Unless Tim tells me not. Tim is the guy in charge here. So if Tim says something, it goes basically. And I'm not trying to butter his muffin. It's just we all need Tim in the sp-1 community. So and let's be honest, he's just a nice guy who knows what he's doing. Not to say that Alan doesn't, because it totally Bosch ECUs. Is that what you do full time for a living, Alan? Because that's crazy specific. Okay, cool. I think we're ready to roll. Although I'm blocking the top view, so I'm gonna see what I can do here to kind of get this out the way. And how's that? Yeah, I think that's better. And cool. Now, Tim, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but um, love all the love in the chat. This is so much fun. This is living the dream. I just need to figure out how to do this full time, y'all. I doubt anyone would pay me to do this full time at all. Okay. All right. Y'all are fun to watch in the chat. Y'all are distracting me, but here we go. All right, so I do have a question, Tim. I was kind of rehearsing. And do I put like, so it's iron to pad, and then oh, that's that flux. You know, that flux wants to come for me. It's always like flying at me. It's just funny. So we could do some more flux if we wanted. So I guess I'm gonna put some flux along all this side as we go. Just one kind of drag of flux. We'll do that first because it just looks like I just dried some up. But I go tip to pad, and then boom. When it's touched, I just go into it. Now, one thing interesting was, where do I put the solder? Because there's not a lot of room. So do I put it on top the tip, or do I try to wedge it in between? Was kind of my question, right? Like, do I wedge it in between, or do I try to just hit the top of the tip? My instinct is going to be to hit the top of the tip and hope it like transfers down. That's my hope. But while I'm setting up, feel free to comment. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. Okay, let me see. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, that view's great. Huh? Huh, y'all? That's pretty good. And what we might do is move this over right there. Okay, so there we go. Let's do some more fluxy wuxy. The tip of your iron needs to be wetted to transfer heat. What does wetted mean when you say wetted? What does wetted mean? Does that mean flux wetted or water wetted? All right. I think we're just going to go for it. I think I understand what that means. If you want to elucidate any further, feel free, but I think we know what that means. I think I know what that means. 10 the tip. So, okay. And I would do that before it comes down. So 10 the tip before it comes down, I would assume, is what y'all mean. Oh, God. I am sorry that I'm an embarrassment to the sp-1 community. I feel like everybody on this board knows how to solder better than me. What is going on? Okay, that was an awkward... This tip looks so thin, but when on a microscope, it looks so thick. It's hilarious. Okay. All right. So here we go, y'all. All right. I think I see. I'm going to get this microscope even closer, though, because, damn, this is... or not microscope, this... this thing. Damn, it's small looking. And that flux makes it so hard to see. But we'll make it work. All right, so we're gonna wet the tip like that. Okay. And then we're gonna hold it there. And then we're gonna wedge. Oh, I don't know, y'all. It's so hard to see what's going on there. Lord, what even happened? I mean, I can't even tell what happened there. Well, we'll see if... I feel like I need to, like, inspect this closer. Man, this is a challenge. Tim. Okay, I'm rotating it around for me. I think... Let me see if I can get closer for me. I think that's clean. I think it's clean and separated. Guys, I think it did it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm trying to get this back into view for y'all. There we go. So it's hard for y'all to see, but oh no. Sorry, I just dropped my solder a little bit. That's okay. So it's hard for y'all to see, but I think we did it. I think it's a clean solder. I'm gonna try to yeah, I think it's a clean solder. I think I'm just gonna... think I'm just gonna do the rest, y'all. Whoa. All right. I'm gonna be here all night if I don't just go for it. So I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know. I think what worked was me applying the solder like this. And then all right, I think that's what to do is like I just applied the solder on the tip and then move the tip into it. So I think that worked for me. And then I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna flip the whole thing around. I did all four. So I'm gonna flip the whole thing around now. All right, I'm gonna do flux on the other side. I think I'm going. It seems like it's going well. Thanks, Tim, and thank you, Alan and Aaron, for all the tips. Trying to see here how I can get more of a view here because I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing here. Okay, yeah, that's too high. So we'll see what you could bring it onto the. It's challenging on this side for some reason. Sorry, y'all. Let's see what I can do here. Okay. I think we got a good view now. A decent view. I wouldn't say it's a good view. I think it's 8 pins or 10 pins. All right. It's not super in focus, but we're going to get this. Okay, some more flux. More fluxy-wuxy. Okay, and I swear, it looks like the tiniest drop when I put it in. Oh, I don't know if this camera view is going to work because it's like literally right where my arm goes in. Actually, I can move the microphone. Got a lot of stuff going on this desk. Okay, let's move this back. Exactly. Okay. Every time I hear flux, I just think of like flux capacitor or something. Whoop! I missed the spot there. Okay, I think I got a nice little layer of flux there. So now I'm going to clean off the solder again by applying some solder on the cleaner, kind of like Tim taught me, or Alan, or Aaron. Okay, and then now was that liberal enough? I guess maybe I wasn't liberal enough. Okay, so we'll be more liberal. By the way, I did more reading on. Oh God, that might have been too liberal. I can't even see anymore. Okay, so what do we do when we've been too liberal with flux? Oh God. Whoops. Let's get some of that out of here. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Well, Alan said perfect, so we're gonna see how that's perfect. All right, here we go. I just don't know how. What I don't know is how I see anymore. Right? Like, I can't see Alan. Okay. Yes, I am a lefty. Okay. I can't really see this side. I can kind of see. Okay, okay, I see now. And it's coming together. All right, I think we got five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side looking really clean. Definitely on this side. Okay, it's kind of a magic. Like it corrals the solder corrals around it. Like you could have told me that. Like now I know, but like it makes it so much easier. So yeah, okay, multimeter, great, y'all. Great multimeter. Another tool I have to go figure out how to use. All right. All right, this looks super clean. Um, there you go. See that? See that? Boom. Right? Okay, let's look at the other side. All right, this one's got so much flux, it's harder to tell. And like some of the, I think the other side is like perfect little dots of solder, and like this is like smaller dots of solder. Let's see if I can get a better angle. It's not. All right. So multimeter. I gotta go find my multimeter. Um, and wash my hands, right? Because I touched a bunch of lead. Does it leach through the skin? Okay, so alcohol, do we need 99% uh alcohol? Because I think I have the 99%. Aaron, you remember the one that I had? Um, so I think I'm gonna go get that and I'll be right back and go wash my hands. I will be back. Oh, and I'm gonna go find my multimeter. All right, I'm back. Just one board, thank goodness. Okay, here we go. So I might need someone's. Yeah, that's crazy, Aaron. Okay, so all right, how do I set this up, y'all, for what we need? Can anyone give me some directions here? Um, all right, so while I'm waiting, we're gonna set up. We're gonna see if um, we're going to. All right, sorry about that. That is Inception. Is the stream freezing for anybody? Let me know. So this is an MM300 multimeter. I'm going to see what we need to do to get this bad boy working. Okay, so we're going to test here. Split. No, computer. All right. So we have a MM300 multimeter. How do I test for bridging in my solder? It's the upside down U. Yeah, the omega symbol. Am I supposed to be resistance? Right. So looking for the 0. I don't see a 0 setting. Like where am I supposed to? I know I apologize for my reliance upon AI. It is Opus 4.8. Let's see. Lowest resistance range is exact same job. Pro 1 pad. All right. MM300. Klein. Let's see here. All right. I'll paste one in the chat. All right, it's saying to use. All right. So all right, how's this, Alan? Tim. All right. All right, this is what touching it together does. All right, it's beeping. All right, it's beeping when I touch it together. And then that's my bridge. So it's bridging silence equals clean. And then touch the probes together first. Okay, so it beeps. Where do I test on the pads? Okay, yeah, it's beeping. It's beeping. But it's beeping when I touch. So what pads do I test? Got it. And I want it to beep or be silent. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. All right. No beep. No beep. Oh. Uh-oh. I got a beep. Yep, definitely a beep there. And oh, the flux is here. Wait, will the flux make a beep? Hold on. Well, all right, I'm back. So if the flux doesn't cause um if the flux doesn't cause the the if the flux isn't causing the the bridging, then maybe it's not as clean as I would have hoped. Tim said there definitely will be bridging, so I'm kind of curious what the solution to bridging is. I mean, it doesn't look like they're touching, but it's really hard to see. They look clean, but maybe too much solder? This was Alan, this was what I was trying to show yesterday. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Um, let's see here. Computer. Is that working? Yeah. Okay, so schematic. I don't know if there's a schematic, but like this, these are the pins that Tim DM'd me this. Maybe this is kind of like a schematic here. See if I can paste this in there. No. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try to. Sorry, I'm getting some. Let's look. Make sure I can look at the chat at the same time. Okay. Check the footprint that I sent you. So Tim, how do I know which pins are connected then? It doesn't show. Oh God. Everybody knows what this means but me. So what is the... Okay, got it. So how do I know what to test? How do I know which pin to test with which? By looking at this thing. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm... Okay, let me see if I can... Oh, just... let me see something real quick. I'll pull it up for sure. But just give me 1 second. Um... 1 second, y'all. Okay. Right, I am trying to just test. Okay, Tim. I don't want to frustrate anybody. I think... Was it not a DM? Maybe, Tim? Okay. I think I know what to do now. And it helps that my board is in the orientation of this. So, I know maybe I need to um, not um, do 4K in the future because the delay is difficult. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so 1 and 3 should not beep. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 and, well, let me use the right numbers here. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 should not beep. So we're gonna do 1 and 3, and then actually I'm gonna get closer here. Sorry here. Yeah, 1 and 3 should not beep. Okay, so 1 and 3 should not beep. We're gonna do that first. Okay, let's test this. Okay, tested. All right, 1 and 3 are not beeping. Okay, so that's good. We're good on that one. And so 5 and 7 should not beep. So 5 and 7 should not beep. I don't know, 5 and 7 seem like they're beeping. Let's see if 7 and 9 beep. 7 and 9 are not beeping. It's tricky with 5 and 7 because they are close to each other. I'm going to get up over here, over this with the microscope and see if I can see if it's... All right. I'm looking at them visually, and it does not look like they're touching. Let me get 5 and 7 a little closer. Okay. Now, 7 is touching the silk. All right, we got this, y'all. We got this. We got this. Tim, thank you. 359 should all beep. 7 is in C. We don't care. It doesn't look like they're touching y'all for sure. Right. Two to four should not beep. All the rest should be good. Okay. So 2 to 4 paired with what? All right. So black on pin 2, red on black on pin 2, red on pin 4. That's what I'm going to try for. Black on pin 2, red on pin 4. Black on pin 2, red on pin 4. Here we go. Black on pin 2, red on pin 4. Okay. Black on pin 2, red on pin 4. Silent. Testing. Okay, not hearing. I'm here. It's working. All right. Silent. Silent. Silence on black on pin 2, red on pin 4. So that's good. All right. So we had. So I'm logging this. Silence on black on pin 2, red on pin 4. Done. What next? Black on pin 2, red on pin 4. I'm gonna do that one more time just to make sure. Good. And I'm gonna touch just to make sure it's working. Good. Okay. Got it. Black and red are interchangeable. And then black on pin 3, tap on red on 591. Black on pin 3, and then red on 5, 9, and 1. Pin 3, black on pin 3, and then red on 5, 9, and 1. All right, we already did 1, so that one's good. We'll try again. All right. So that one's good. Okay, and then 9 and 5. I think 5, black on 3 and 5. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting the beep on. But maybe that's okay. Tim said that's okay, I think. But 3 and 9. 3 and 9. How is 3 and 9? Wait, I'm moving. I'm like shaky. I think we're clean on 3 and 9. Yeah, I think we're clean. But let me double check. They're tangled up. Okay, so oh, Benjamin Franklin, I get it now. Okay. All right. Tap Black Probe on 3. Oh, oh, 3. Okay, 3. Beep beep silent. Black probe on 3. Tap red on 3, 9, and 1. Beep beep and silent. So 3 on 5, 9, and 1. Sorry, 5, 9, and 1. 5, 9, and 1. Beep beep silent. 5, 9, and 1. Okay, beep beep. That's good. We want beep. And then good. Good. And then 1. Okay, I think we're good. I think we tested it all. Okay, so I'm not going to pull on it. I'm not going to pull on it, but I'll take a really close picture for y'all. Here we go. We're going to take a really close picture. All right, pictures incoming. I know I'm bringing close pictures. Close pictures incoming. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, demo. Yes, I'd love to do a demo. I'd love to move past this part, y'all. Okay, so here's the pictures. How did I do? How did I do? I don't think any of those are touching right there. And then I don't think any of those are touching right there. So let me do this. Oop. Don't ask me why that did that. Okay, I think we're ready to like YOLO it. If that does look good to you, y'all. If it looks good to y'all, I think we're ready to YOLO it. Am I ready to go? Can we go, y'all? Can we go? Can we put this thing together now? Can we put this bad boy together? What do y'all think, y'all? Can we put it together? Let's give myself a little bit of room there. There we go. Can we put it together? Can we put it together? I think we can. Y'all tell me, though. I'm waiting for Tim's approval. I know it's kind of hard to know for sure when a bozo like me is yeah, dirty and Bob Floppy. Yeah, I agree. Yes, they do. That was good. So if this were your class, Tim, I'd get an F, is what you're saying. I would definitely get an F. Um, okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay, great. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so let's do this. Um all right. So we want I think now we want to put this together. If I had to guess. So we can remove these helping hands. Move them over here. Put this over here. Put this over here. Bye-bye, soldering gun. I hope to never see you again. Just kidding. But not really. Okay, so this goes here. No. This goes here. And then this goes here. Okay, and then just teasing. Um, okay, so now I think we're ready to assemble it, except I don't know where the rocker goes. I think we need. I think something with the rocker. Where does that damn rocker go? Let's pull up Tim's build and see. Let's turn off this light. It's killing my vibe. Blue light. Center that. Okay, so I think now we want to, yeah, pull up Tim's guide. Well, the guide AI wrote me on Tim's build and look at the debugger build. It looks so cool on my computer. Where's the rocker? Let's see. Let me look at it. This is the real device, and then the rocker is up towards the volume button. So it'd be like right here. So let's carefully take this back out. And then where's the rocker? The rocker is on the USB side up here. So it must be in this like little box. Right? No, but that's the speaker. Let me look at my disassembly guide to see. Oh, it goes in between like these two buttons. I see. Okay, so maybe it's best on this side. Okay, I see. Okay. Let's see if we can get this rocker reinstalled. I think we need to. Let's put some music back on, calming the soul. And then let's go back to this. Cool. And then we're gonna take the little rocker. And then, okay, I have the rocker and the little bushing. But where is the... Okay. Does the screw go in there? I don't think so. Okay, and then the little thing goes down. The orientation goes up with the... Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so just trying to see how this little bushing fits inside. I don't think there's any particular way. Okay, so I think it just kind of loosely goes on there like that. And then this, maybe we just place this on top like this. Cool. Okay, so Tim, I don't know if you're still there, but I think now I get the rocker in place and I'm testing it and it actually like works. It's like clicking, yada yada, but I'm wondering if I just should screw this all back in. I think I should. And I'm wondering, I think this long screw goes through the bushing, but I'm not sure. Let's just try it. Okay, seemed to do something. Okay, and then I have like two shorter screws. And then two longer. Do I look at my disassembly guide? Yeah, I think we're gonna flash it. It's already flashed with some firmware. I forget whose firmware. It's my firmware or Technic's firmware for the looping. But we are working on flashing it. I'm trying to reassemble it now. And I'm just looking at the disassembly guide to see which screws went where. And I'm realizing I didn't necessarily track that, but I did keep them organized inside my case. So I think let's just try the small ones here and see what happens. No, that's not it. Okay. So we're going to do these two bigger ones to hold this in place. And I wonder if Tim, let me look at Tim's to see, did he use and when his debugger's built, I don't know, we're just going to go ahead and is that a question that it will destroy its, send it into a frenzy? Okay, that fit nicely. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Damn, and I wonder if I could do it now or if it's too late. Yeah, I gotta take these back out. My bad, y'all. I gotta put the buttons back in. I think these buttons are operable. Damn it. We'll get this. Oh, maybe we did this. We're gonna call in a helping hand favor here, I guess. It's killing me. Tim saw my soldering technique and then he noped out. He was like, I'm done now. Teasing. Yeah, there's like it's glue or magnets. It's like causing chaos. Where is my? Oh, how old's your kid? I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and they're incredibly cute and amazing. Best thing about my life, for sure. Also, shout out to Josie in Louisiana. Okay, this thing is going nuts. Whew, that was almost an issue. I'm gonna reset this here. Do not lose that. Okay, I think I got it now. Whew. Nice. Buttons feel operable. Yeah. Think. Tim, I think I understood what you're saying. I think my helping hands were in the way of it going down, and now it's not, right? I think we're good now, right? I think. Um, okay. Whew. Yeah, almost there. Okay, so man, those buttons feel good coming back. Now, I think now we do this part, hopefully. I know this is my famous, what is it called? The FPC connector. Because I'm famous for um, not being gentle with that enough. Um, and I think that's what these two tiny screws are here for, is to connect this part here. Maybe not. Hmm. By the way, the SP1 is incredible, and I have dreams of manufacturing. Um, Tim, what Claude model are you using? I assume Opus, and you should check out Ultra Code Effort. It is a whole league above, you know, high or extra high or whatever else it's called. But like, if you go slash Ultra Code and Claude and go to Ultra Code, it is incredible. Um, anyway, I'm kind of not necessarily someone to trust, but um, Tim, what do we do with these two small screws? There's like two tiny screws, and like the board with the faders. I'm trying to figure out how to get that screwed down and secured. I'm using one small screw with it right now to see if that'll work, but it's kind of like, yeah, that works actually. Oh, here it is. I got it, Tim. I figured it out. Never mind. Hold the chatting. I found them both. They were just kind of hard to find. And I feel like they need washers, to be honest. And I don't. Maybe I have washers that can work. Let's see. I have these. This like Justin recommended that I use, that I buy this pack. Let's do this right. All right, I'm gonna use. Yeah, it came with these like tiny washers, which I think will come in handy. Tim, call me out if I'm not supposed to be using two washers here with these two tiny screws, because it won't catch around the board otherwise. So I'm gonna use these two tiny washers for the two tiny screws. I'm hoping the washers catch. And this one doesn't. But maybe this other one will. Damn. Oh, no washers needed. Okay, well, that's good to know. Because these washers will not work. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and put this back on. But one of the screws doesn't catch. It just kind of like, maybe I need to put tension over it or something, like over the lip. Let's try that. I mean, it kind of just holds it in place. So I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Okay. So now we're gonna put this little thing in place here. Okay. All right, and then the buttons. How does the button? That'd be crazy if the buttons work too. If Tim is a beast for designing this, I have to say, if this actually works with the buttons, that's insane. insane because I think this has to work with a fair amount of precision. Okay, this other button is not working. There we go. Okay, it just had to be. Jeez, the precision is insane on this thing. Okay, so now I have to figure out. All right, so I have M3 screws, Tim. I hope that's the right ones. Do you know what length M3 I'm supposed to use, Tim? Okay, this goes all the way down to 6 millimeters. So we'll. I think this is 8 millimeter. We'll do the 8 millimeter. Okay. The sp-1 is insane, Alan. Like absolutely insane. One of the coolest devices. Basically, I think there's a market out there for something like that. Tim, will you help me build it? Can we like do a Kickstarter and like build this thing? I'm sure there's a lot of people who would want to do that with you. Um I'm just a nobody with no background in hardware engineering. But well, maybe I could be helpful with the sort of like the business guy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, not kidding. That's all I'm good for. Ideas guy, man. Oh yeah? What do you I think what makes this hardware special is how small it is. Like that's what makes me crazy about it. That's why I love it so much. Can you say anything about the hardware you're developing? Yeah, how many thought that's right. So Tim, do I need a bolt on the bottom of this M3 thing? Or is it self-thread? I don't it's not self-threading, so I think we need a bolt on the bottom. And I think we need something longer than the 8 millimeter. Yeah, I mean, if it's this small, it's like I love how many multi-function device like a rocker, faders. I just think like an LCD output of some sort of like 12 characters, 20 characters, something like that would make this like absolutely insane. Um, well then, if no bolts are needed, then I guess either it's not long enough, the ones I'm using, or M3 is not the right one. Justin told me M3. We won't blame it on him too much, but maybe it's like M4 or something. I might have some around the house somewhere, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's. Is it engaged with the bottom of it or all the way through? Because it's not. It's not. It's not engaging. I'm gonna get a really long one just to kind of test here. I mean, look, it's slipping all the way through, Tim. I don't know if you can, let's see here. Here we go. It's like slipping all the way through. So, I mean, I could bolt it down for today. Maybe these printed tolerances are off or something. So I guess we'll just bolt, we'll just go, we'll bolt it down. Okay, so then maybe bolts are okay for mine. Mine's a classic, right? Mine's a classic with it's extra hardened. Okay, well we'll do bolts for today, and then we'll, you know, they're, I think they'll kind of make like a nice little elevated stand. Oh wait, this, well no, yeah, they're all kind of slipping through. Just fine. Again, we'll maybe we'll try some M4s later, or I don't know. I think it'll be cool to. Yeah, totally. I mean, needless to say, I've never done anything quite like this. Not just the community aspect of it, but the whole I mean, I just hope it works, actually. that's what I that's what I hope. Um all right, so mod it. Yeah. Definitely will mod it. Okay. The rocker's working, the buttons feel working. Okay. Now we're flipping it over. Do I need a Tim, do I need to put great, there's like hair in it. Do I need to put um M3s through uh these four and this one right here? So there's like five more I could put it through, but it feels pretty solid. I get. I mean, actually, I mean, if I wanted to make it really solid, but maybe I could do that later. Maybe we could just move on to the fun stuff. What do you think? What do y'all think? Um, so all right. So how does that look? Feels good. Tighten that up. Okay. Yeah, put in three through the outside one. That makes sense. I think we're just gonna see if we can get it to roll now, right? Um, so Tim, how does this work? So it came with a 2032 battery with like a little thing I pull out, I assume, like a little tab we pull out, and then I also have um I also have So this, I assume this is the header. I didn't know where it connected, but that picture was helpful. Thank you, Tim. It connects. Let's see if I can get this here. This connects here. And then now we're connected. Yeah, on the DK. I'm curious about the battery on the DK. So now what do we do, Tim? Do I plug this in? It looks like micro USB. Which one? This one? Or this one right here? Is it the one on the top or the one on the side? The one next to the header cable or the one away from the header cable? And then I'm gonna get, I think it's micro USB, so we'll get a micro USB cable. Oh, I think you need to read the documentation. Okay, all right. Let's see. Tim. It does come with a little paper. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, it does. It's the top one. It looks like. Oh, so like you don't know. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I'm going to move this over here now on top. Yeah, the TP7 is absolutely sick. I got mine for a ridiculously low price. $700 actually. Just crazy. All right, so now am I looking for smoke? Is that what I'm looking for when I plug this thing in? All right, I'm not gonna plug it in yet. All right, so now we're gonna pull up the documentation. The magic smoke. Yes, indeed. I really need to connect this to my main hub, but it's in the back of my computer. So I think for now, I'll just do a temporary little hub. Oh, good point. So we need dual power. Okay, good. Thank you, Tim. Okay, so Alan, it does a lot of things. Like someone made it become a looper. Um, Someone um, made it a synthesizer with like a drum, like drum sounds. Um, and but yeah, the original sp-1, even though it's not wave files, it does play audio files. I made a firmware that makes it a MIDI controller and a keyboard HID controller, so it can control like emulate any keys on the keyboard. It can also be a MIDI controller, and it's got a bunch of faders on it, a bunch of buttons, a rocker. So it's kind of a cool, super portable MIDI controller. Um, okay, so I'm gonna try plugging in the sp-1 first, just to make sure that is not smoking, I guess, right? And if the lights come on, we're good. Okay, it powered on, no smoke. Um, oh wait, you know what I forgot to do? Um, I forgot to my little friendly FPC cable. I forgot to clamp it down. But it is now. So we're good, I think. All right, I'm relocating this to my Mac Mini. 1 second. Oh, am I a musician? I a little bit. I used to be um, more of a musician. I used to um, play in a band a long time ago, and I grew up playing music. I grew up playing music a lot. My parents were super religious, and um, that was sort of like the culture was like playing what the Christian evangelists call worship music. And so like I grew up playing music. Um, yeah, and my parents were just my mom specifically was really into music, so um, all right, I'm installing some CLI tools from Nordic um, and JLink driver. Um, and so, um, Alan, this is the driver that um, the driver that I have installed, or the firmware I have installed flashed right now, is this firmware right here. Actually, it's not in here. It's like Looper sp-1 firmware or something like that. Um, yeah, this right here is what I have installed. And yeah, it was just a solid firmware for me to flash onto the device that I knew worked. I'm pretty sure this is what I have on the device. I can't remember, to be honest. Um, and then, um, yeah, I've made a firmware on it as well called Feld, and that has like a pairing configurator online that allows you to configure it, as I was saying earlier. Um, but yeah, by default, it comes with just a bunch of music on it. So, um, cool. Um, um, all right. Okay. Do you know, Tim, if I'm supposed to pull the little tab out of the battery? You said it's useless, but just kind of curious. Um, yeah, and so the point for me of doing this is so I just have um, more tools, honestly, for my AI to like build all this for me. So, like, when we were going to build out the debugger, it was saying, or um, the Bluetooth chipset that's on this thing. was basically saying like, hey, it's not like built on chip. It's like a separate chip in the sp-1, and so it's going to be like kind of complicated to do without a debugger. So if you have access or going to be doing a debugger, let's wait until that's ready to go. Okay, so battery is not needed. So just trigger warning, LOL, like a lot of AI usage will proceed from here. So if you're more be like, this is how crazy people develop firmware or like do hardware hacking is, you know, like this, or stupid crazy people. I guess fun for testing low power stuff. Only testing. Okay, got it. Got it. Thanks, Tim. I'm pretty sure it's plugged in. I'm gonna go check. Yeah, so I've been flashing the chip, Alan. Um, so the goal is to get Bluetooth MIDI working, and the debugger will give me more lower level access to the device. So the goal is to get Bluetooth MIDI working for my Feld. Thank you, Tim. Thanks so much. Again, really appreciate it. So lucky to have you on. Really appreciate it. And say, you know, good night. Thank you, man. Okay, I had to turn on the unit. That was part of the challenge. Got it turned on. Okay, AI is saying my build is good. The rig works. Look past the noisy 250 salons. There's a cosmetic J-Link backend chatter. Two things that matter. The serial. Next step, and I need your okay first to actually flash. The move is mass erase and clears AP protect, but it's destructive and I won't run it without your go. It wipes the chip. Wow, this is good news. This is crazy. Thank you, Tim. This is amazing. Oh yeah. So, Alan, what's dangerous about this is so the firmware's backed up. Like I have my firmware, we've got, Chaddick's firmware. What's crazy about this is it clears this, like the first, like, I'm not sure like how a hex reader works or whatever, but 0x2000 and below are AP protect, and it's this like protection so you can like recover it in the future. And to do the bootloader like on this device, we need to actually like so it's saying like after recover x 20,000 0x20,000 is empty, so a normal feld bin won't boot unless you flash a bootloader first or use a boot from build. Best practice for flashing, battery out. It's pulled, and yeah, this is absolutely my dedicated dev/burner. I just soldered the header and rebuilt the device with Tim's 3D printer, 3D model enclosure. Before you run it, let's do a deep research on our local context, as well as repos we have cloned for context, build up, and search the web for anything missing as well. And let's educate ourselves on what we are doing and the process for setting up an sp-1 debugger with this Nordic device. Cool. So I think the goal is to better develop a tool set for you to have deeper context or root access to this device. sp-1 for extending my Feld firmware project. First small roadmap items are getting the TP7, OPXY, OP1 field MIDI control over USB-C to work, and then big roadmap is Bluetooth MIDI control and Bluetooth HID computer. Build up context first. Yeah, that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea because we put a lot of work into soldering this together, and that would suck if I wiped it in a way that was irrecoverable. I'm pretty sure we would nail it, but I think it's worth being extra cautious given how much work we've put into this. Plus, my studio needs to be cleaned up, and yeah, I was at my therapist yesterday, and we spent a lot of time talking about why physical engineering like stresses me out, and it's definitely a thing, and I didn't realize how much it related to me wanting, I think a more intimate relationship with my parents. And I'm trying to remember how that bridged. It's basically wanting like I felt scared because of the financial consequences of messing up something physical. Oh yeah, I can show you what the sp-1 does. Yeah, sure. Um, yeah, actually, I have a really cool, I think a cool demo. I would need to reconfigure my studio, which would allow me to kind of relax and play a little music. And I could have the sp-1 do some stuff um, as part of that. So if you don't mind, I'm going to sort of clean up my studio a little bit. If you have to go, that's totally okay too. But I kind of want to clean up before I do a demo, just because um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, just I think I would be stressed trying to take, like, this bench is supposed to be my music bench, um and I took it over for soldering, and now that it's done, I hope to, you know, reset it for that. And so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that if that's okay. But yeah, like that's a pretty, like that's a little bit of a celebration. We did it. We did it. Um, you know, what should this say? Debugger complete. Um, and then we'll do like a top two split like this. Yeah. And then, oop, and then, sorry. And then we'll put this down here. And then I'll do something with this to do like this. Okay. See if I can get this wide camera set up for us. I wanted to test this out. Yeah, it seems pretty insane, the Nordic setup. Okay, so all right, turn Bluetooth on and on. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can bring back this camera. Yeah, I've installed the CLI for it. I think we're ready to cook, honestly. Maybe it's Wi-Fi. Okay. How do you like it? Should figure out a better, wider angle. Okay. Yeah, so I have a TP7 up there, and I can kind of do a demo of like a TP7 2. Not that I'm prepared to give a demo on any of it, but I kind of at least do like a walkthrough. I mean to do like a review of a lot of this stuff that I have in my studio, like um, just doing like reviews of stuff that I work with and that I create with. Um, yeah, that was yeah, it is honestly the most beautiful piece of hardware. I think I've said this before. It's not just because you're a fan. Like I said this to random people, like probably Luke's, who was on the thing earlier. Like, um, most beautiful piece of hardware I've ever owned. Um, yeah, the tolerances on these like little cases are so tight. All right, let's see. Let's see if we get this back. There we go. Nice. Man, Tim was like, read the manual, dude. Um, let's see what the agent came back with in terms of so Alan, one of the things is to help me think through is I think we're ready to run DNRF JProg recover. Um, but I think it would be great to run it through Tim, but Tim is going to want me to learn the ins and outs of why. He's not going to want to get in there and like he basically doesn't want me to rely on AI so much is the head, the short of it, which I totally get. But I'm not like I have a lot of confidence in AI that Tim doesn't have. Like we just see it differently, which is totally understandable, and I totally think like I defer to his wisdom in so many things, but I'm just not going to go and learn like the ins and outs of you know how to run the CLI, for this debugger, the capabilities of this debugger. Like, I'll learn as I go, as AI guides me, and as I get blocked. Like that's the way I learn. Like I've learned. I didn't grow up with AI, obviously. Like in technology, I've been involved in web development and tech since I was a kid, and like 20 plus years, and I didn't grow up learning in this way, but I've adapted to learn in a different way, and it's actually I think the way forward. And I not that you can't start from a sort of like read the Photoshop Bible or JavaScript Bible first, if you're in it for the art, but like I think that was never you know C or um, PHP for that matter was the hot language, or Ruby, or um, you know TypeScript. None of that was ever my jam. It always passed me by. Like I tried when I was a kid, I tried to learn JavaScript, and I think I just found success other ways, and to the short of it. And so, Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. So, kind of weighing out if I should just go for it, you know. I do like your caution though. I wonder if the chat is not scrolling, or yeah, maybe it's just me now. Do you need to work on the delay? Okay, let's plug this. That was fun. Figure out more permanent storage for my soldering station. Soldering was fun when you... Yeah, I don't know. I'm maybe redefining my relationship with soldering. All right, I think I'm going to end the stream. This was great. I think I might be by myself, which it's been a 3-hour stream. So, Alan, thank you for hanging out. I will be streaming again. Alan, is there a way that we can stay in touch? I actually would love to add you to my micro stream. It's like a personal friends kind of Twitter type thing, but just for friends, close friends. I think only like 10 people are on it. But I enjoy hanging with you. It seems like you might enjoy hanging too, and I just really appreciate you. But yeah, so anyway, let's see what do I do with this. Um, it's ready to flash, Alan. Um, so it's ready to roll. Um, it just needs my go. Um, yeah, so it turns. Um, yeah, I could do a short demo if you're still around. I will do. Sorry, I forgot I was going to do a short demo of this. So sorry. Um, I guess I just thought maybe you weren't here, which it would have been fine. But yes, I'm almost done cleaning, and I'll do a short demo. Almost there. By the way, thank you so much for all the help with the soldering process. It was really cool to, like I said yesterday, to have your kind of like, um, your different viewpoint from Tim. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just going to throw away some trash real quick and wash my hands. Um, All right. Okay. So I think I'm getting pretty reset here. Okay. I need a way. Nice. Cool. All right. All right. Enough procrastinating or cleaning or whatever I was just doing. Wasn't procrastinating, honestly, but I was cleaning. I feel like I'm missing an sp-1. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? I think one of them is in my... So I need to put some like tape on the one that... There's one that I have. All right, so this is a stock unit. All right, and this is my sort of stock with my own music put on it. And I'll explain how that works if you're still yeah, okay, you're still here. So I mean they're only 45 bucks and they're incredible. They're like extremely well made. Um But yeah, so um, let's just get some basics in place here. And then all right. So this would be output. Yes, indeed, and this would be input. Okay, and then this output is at the top. Okay, and then I think I'm getting a ground loop that I need to figure out later because I don't want to keep you. So we'll figure that out later. Whoa, did my whole camera shift or something? Or is this in my head? Oh yeah, no, it definitely shifted. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's see here. All right, that's not. There's a level on this thing, and All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right. These are. Well, let's see what it is. Okay. Definitely not set up still the way I want, but okay. So I can't remember which one. All right, so now let's. All right, so I'm using the TP7 as like a mixer for this whole thing. They have a TX6, which is more meant for that, because it does like 12 mono, 6 stereo, but um, you should be able to hear. Can you hear like rain sounds through the? You should be able to hear rain sounds. Because that's. So the demo is this. Like, basically, I have, like, I went through get free sound, or sorry, free to use sounds, just as this couple in. They travel around the world and they have free, basically, free audio you can use for commercial purposes. You just can't like resell it or use it for AI training. But basically, I went and had my AI consume the index and okay, cool. Glad you can see it, hear it, Alan. Consume the index of their entire. They've got like 100 terabyte library, and then I had my AI kind of go through and cherry pick scenes because there's just a lot to go through. So AI was like super useful to kind of go through and build these scenes up. And so you can hear I'm turning up this one. I think it's on like Neon Dreams is what it called it or something. And you can hear I'm turning up sort of this cafe scene, and I'm gonna come over here and I could turn down the rain sounds, or I could turn up the rain sounds. And so yeah, so turn down the rain sounds, and then let's see what this one is over here. And then I'll also, you can mute, or sorry, solo something by holding it. So I can like solo the rain sounds, solo the cafe noise. Let's see what this is. Seems like a secondary rain sound of some sort. Oh no, that you hear there's like a motorcycle. These are like city traffic sounds. Really nice. Really nice. Ooh, that's nice. So we can turn that rain down and then let that traffic kind of come in, right? And then this is like more like air conditioning hum, I think, like air conditioning sort of interior sounds. And then, so what this thing can do is a lot. These are just the basic functions. So there's the volume buttons up here. And then there's this rocker, and the rocker can move through your scenes. Well, for me, they're scenes. There could be tracks, and they're like four mono tracks, essentially. And so I have like a jungle theme, and then I think I have like a sounds like another city theme. When I have one of these is like international, but so there's like built-in effects. There is, I'm trying to remember how there's like combinations you can control, but like I think if I hold down like the function button or play, you know, it's like maybe the function. Yeah. So I can like play things back at half speed or forward at half speed by holding down the function. If you hold down the function and then hold on with solo on a button, it like stutters through it. It's like a stutter effect. It's meant to be like a DJ, like, so it's got, I forget the advanced mode. You can change the effects by like double clicking, and there's like a whole manual around this, around how to get it to do like DJ type stuff, but like it's meant to like, you know, be like kind of like a DJ app. So like, you know, with the Kanye song loaded in, it'd be like, you know, you could like solo on the voice and then bring in the beats or the drums and then the background vocals. You could like add delay in real time. Some of the out of the box, there's like two or three modes, and like you could switch modes by like double clicking or something like that. And so, but for me, what I want to use it for, I'm going to kind of turn this down a little bit. What I want to use it for is, at least one of my use cases is to use it as a as sort of a scene builder, an ambient scene builder. So when I'm playing music, you know, it can kind of like add in those scenes. So anyway, I haven't like, I don't know if I'm like set up to demo any music here, honestly, at all. Like I haven't played anything in a while. And then I think this needs to be set to stereo. There we go. There's like a lot of something's pausing, like a ground loop. I need to debug. Sometimes like just moving. Yeah, like moving my guitar away. And this is like a really cool pedal here. And then this is like, and I just got the OPXY, and I need to do some tutorials on this. Like I know it does amazing like as a looper and like building out patterns, but I haven't really learned how to. I think I built this out. To like learn how to build progressions. yeah, hopefully that was um, hopefully that was a bit of a demo.